What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Star Wars Eclipse yet again. I'm not going to go into specifics. I think other people have already done it. There's no point to kind of retread that, but I kind of want to talk about the talk of Quantic Dream, the talk of Star Wars Eclipse, mainly from Tom Henderson, although account NGT did also kind of chime in as well, talking about what he had heard about this game as well, and it's not looking good at all, and it's disappointing. I want to talk actually mainly about that disappointment and our Star Wars games kind of cursed and all. So basically what you have is, and I actually made a video on this, I believe like a day or two after the game was announced, that early rumors is that this game is a while away. This game is like 3-4 years away. Okay, that was kind of the first thing. Also, Quantic Dream is like having a hard time finding people to work for them, so on, so on. Then Tom Henderson, depending on when you guys are seeing this video, maybe a week or two ago, made his own video on YouTube talking about what he has heard about the problems of Quantic Dream and Star Wars Eclipse, in that, you know, the engine is not going all that great with what they're trying to do here. Also, again, they're having a really hard time finding people to work for them, and that he has heard that the game may not even come out until 2026, 2027. Now, that is so far away. And then again, account NGT chimed in and said he had heard, or he thinks it could be 2025. So, I mean, again, like 3 to 5 years, maybe even longer than that, till this game comes out. So I'd say the first thing that pops in my head immediately is you probably announced this game way too early. I get it, and a lot of people get mad, including, I mean, even I get upset sometimes when games get revealed way too early. I think it depends on situation. We know from countless examples of history that the first-party studios, they announce games very early, right? Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, they announce games years, 2, 3, 4 years before the game is ready to go, and that probably is pretty obvious for people that pay attention, and the fact that they have consoles to sell, and so it's not only about getting people to buy your game next month, but it's about giving people reasons to buy your game in the future, right? Makes sense. It does. I mean, it gets annoying, maybe, or when you have a game that gets announced 3, 4 years before it comes out, and then you see it once a year, it's like, okay, well, you didn't have to do that, but you get why. For a studio like Quantic Dream, you don't really need to have done it. You know what I mean? If the game really is 4 or 5 years away, like especially that far. I mean, if it's only, 2025, depending on, I guess, the month, could be, okay, let's give them 3 years from when they announced the game. Okay, let's say they can pull it off 3 years after they announced it. That is still a very long time, and that's the earliest. That's the bare bones at this point. So really, it is looking like 3 to 5 or even more years until we get the game. That is so long, and all we're gonna have is that trailer. Now, you know, maybe 2 years from now we get another trailer, and then we have to wait another year or two, and then we can start getting the gameplay and people start to play it and see it. I mean, it's a long journey. We have a very long journey ahead, and that's if the game doesn't get canceled. That's if stuff doesn't happen. I mean, David Cage, look, I don't really want to talk about him all that much because I haven't seen, like, I know he's done some pretty horrible stuff, and I've seen some pretty horrible stuff he said, but I don't know, like, the full picture, so I'm not gonna jump on or go against like the idea that he's a good or bad person. I'm just going to kind of remain neutral in the sense, but it obviously is present because of the idea. I can't imagine there's any other reason. I mean, obviously there could be other reasons, but it's probably a very big reason why people don't necessarily want to work for Quantic Dream, which sucks because, I mean, he is like the figurehead, right? And he's like the lead writer, and he's very hands-on with Star Wars Eclipse in terms of writing the story that we have, heard. But there's other people that work there, and I mean, I get it, I understand it, but it's kind of like an example of like the Activision Blizzard stuff or whatever, where these people, I mean, there are, depending on how many people, hundreds, sometimes it's thousands if you go like Ubisoft or Activision, right? There's a lot of people that are just normal, everyday people that try and just earn a living, make some cool games, give people what they want to see, right? I mean, there's those people, and to have it be ruined from one guy, that is disappointing. So, ultimately, I hope for the best. I hope that all of the behind-the-scenes drama with Quantic Dream completely clears up in the right way, like gets sorted out. You know what I mean? I want that to happen, and I want the studio to turn around because I think it's a very talented overall. I mean, I don't know how many people are there that were still there for like Heavy Rain and stuff, but it's a very talented team. Even for like Detroit Become Human, I think Detroit's a phenomenal game, the best game probably Heavy Rain always has a very high place in my heart, but Detroit may be the best game that Quantic Dream has ever made, and that was their last one. So I have a lot of hope that if they can actually put out a Star Wars game, it could actually be really good. So I'm just hoping that all this stuff clears out. And was it announced too early? Yeah, I really don't see a reason why. That they aren't doing it. I mean, now they have, somebody with them to kind of support them with the Star Wars stuff. So, I've seen people online try to make it a console wars thing, that anybody who leaves Sony, all of a sudden is just like dead in the water. I mean, it sounds like Sony kicked them out. It's not even like, yes, Quantic Dream did talk a lot about wanting to be a self-publisher, and then I guess everybody said they got scared, or everybody got scared off of them because of the controversy. But I also do think in a lot of ways Sony probably pushed them out because of it as well, and just because maybe they didn't want to invest the money or whatever. But I don't really think it's a console thing. I think it's more like they kind of alienated themselves, and there's behind the scenes stuff. But ultimately, it is a talented team, and a team that wants to grow, right? Because they've opened up different. It's more than one studio now that is Quantic Dream. So they want to do more, and I'm hoping that they actually can get to that point. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. If you want to follow me anywhere else, I have a Twitter. I have a second YouTube channel. I also have Patreon and YouTube memberships. Links for them all are in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next video.